Hey team, I am so excited to share this with you. It's Missa here, by the way, duh, but Missa Buller, and today I'm talking about Buffer. And this has been a godsend for me, and I want to share it with you guys because I really do believe that this can help you with time management for your business. So what Buffer is really it's an app. So if you were to go to Google and look up Buffer, you're going to see this. It's going to say Buffer versus Hootsuite, Buffer, social media management, and all this different stuff. You just Google Buffer. What I would recommend too is if you have a smartphone, go to the App Store and purchase the Buffer app because you can use this on your phone as well. There's been many of trips where I have planned out a whole week of post in the drive as I'm riding in the passenger seat, of course, but I can actually post in the future. I can post on my page. I can post 10 posts on my page to post at any time I want it to post. And this is a really great tool for being able to do that. Everyone asks me all the time, how are you so everywhere on social media? And it's not because I'm literally on my computer all the time. It's because during my work time, I use Buffer. So I'm going to show you how to use Buffer on the computer. And you guys are going to see that I already have an account. So you're going to notice, like, when you're setting up your own Buffer account, you just have to register your email address, fill in some information, select which type of account you want. Now, the first account is free, okay? So the first type of account will allow you to post, I believe, up to 12 posts on your account, and then it'll stop you. And you can only post to one account. Now, once you decide to upgrade your Buffer, if you pay $10 a month, you can post to any account. You can post to, let me show you here. They have a couple different business plans. What they're going to allow you to do is start your 7-day free trial. And pretty much, I pay $10 a month. These are going to show you 50, 100, 250. These are way out of what we would need. So you wouldn't need to do all of that. You would just want to, I would say, give this a shot and then try your hand with the $10 a month option. So they'll also have that option for you on here. Let me see if I can go back. Okay, so when you first open up, it's going to ask you to connect your social networks. I connect all Facebook. So what you can do is if you go onto Facebook, you can connect it to your main profile page, which mine is already connected. It will ask you probably if it can access your Facebook, and you might have to pump some information in there for that. But mine's already connected to my Facebook page. As you can see, I have all these different accounts. Like, as you add an account, they'll show up over here. Now, I pay $10, so I believe I can have up to 12 different accounts at one time that I can schedule, pretty much. And then some of these I have on here that I just need to take off. But you'll see my Muscles for Christmas group that I've already Hootsuited out. Buffered out my posts. And you'll see my 10-day group that I would sit down and buffer out everything for the week. Now, these will just post for me. I won't have to be on Facebook to actually post. I even have my Facebook page on here. So Buffer is pretty, I would say, I think it's pretty easy, but I've had a lot of questions from people. So I would say that, it can be a little tricky versus using it on the phone and using it on the computer. So if you go about using it on your phone first, it's obviously going to be a little bit different. So this one, I'm just going to focus on using it on the computer, but you can also connect a page and connect a group. Connect a group is what I love to use this program for. It will literally let me connect to any group that I have running. It will access all your groups. Now, of course, I'm not going to have all of these in here, but these are all the groups I've ever had that I still actually have open. Now, it's a pain in the butt sometimes because they're not all in order, so you kind of have to go through and like find what group you want to add on here. So when you want to add on a group, you just click it and it'll add it to your dashboard. And that means when you want to make a post, you will be able to add a post to that group. So say you want to make a post and you want to schedule a post out. One thing I always recommend is making sure that your account, actually, hold on, I believe it's under schedule. Okay, your schedule is going to show your time zone. All right. I've had people who try to do this and they'll schedule things out and then they don't post, or they post like all at the wrong times. And they'll be like, I don't understand why I did that. Make sure your schedule is in your area so it automatically does that. Now you also want to make sure each one, like you see how I'm changing my group over here? Now this one says New York. I don't know why it says New York, but it's still East Coast time. So some of these say New York, but that's East Coast time. Some of these say Reading, Pennsylvania, where I'm from. So I'm not sure why they would be different, but you want to make sure it's your time zone at least, okay? Because what happens is it'll post whatever time zone these are set. So as you add your account, make sure you're hitting schedule on this side and you're seeing that it does this. Now, I haven't used the scheduler, quite honestly. You can actually come in here and have all of your posts go out at the same time for whatever group. So you could select a group and say, post it these 2 times every day. And then all you have to do when you're loading in your content is making sure you select the group you want it to go in. So just by like highlighting it, you have to turn it on or turn it off if you want it to go in those groups. So if you want it to go into like 3 different groups, you want to enter in your content, which if you're following a template, you could just copy paste something, or you would type it right in. You can even add a picture from your computer. So I have a Beachbody folder that I keep all my Beachbody photos in, or anything I share. So I could come over here and snag a picture. Let's just take this weird guy. I think I was going to do like a Throwback Thursday with this cutie. I love these things. But it'll actually show the picture, and you can put, let's see, Throwback Thursday. Does anyone remember the year this was the hot toy? Better yet, does anyone even remember what this is? 80s child. So there you go. Now let me just make sure I have these going in the right group. So I'm going to put this on my Facebook, my regular Facebook profile page. And you can either add to queue. So what that means is if you go into the schedule section and you set up that you want posts to go out every day at 9, 12, 3, and 8, and you're just going to continuously pump in content. You don't care if it's whatever it is. So you're not doing like specific day things like Motivation Monday and Truth Tuesday. You're not doing stuff specific to the day. You're just putting content in and you hit add to queue. This program will just send out whatever's next in the queue in that group that you have entered content for. Whatever you have put in there, it'll just post it up. 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, it'll post it up. It'll post it up. It'll post it up. So you can do that. You can literally set this up to do that for you. Or you can do what I do, and I go in and I hit this drop down, and you can either share it now. So if you want to share this post to like 5 different things versus having to go post and retype it all over, you can share it to like 5 different groups if that's what you want to do. I do that a lot. Usually if it's for sharing information in my accountability group, my challenge group, my team page, sometimes I want to share the same thing. I'll select all 3 groups, and then I'll hit schedule post, and I'll select the day, and I'll select the time, and I'll hit schedule. So now if I go over to my missable or profile page, it's going to show me whatever content I have scheduled for that page. Now, while I'm in that page, I can go over to schedule and say, for this group, I want it to go boom, boom. I can add in my posting times that I want it to do. You can build a little schedule. You can check and see your analytics and see how many people liked your stuff, how many comments you got. So anything that I put through Buffer, I can come back and see how it did and see who liked it. I don't have to go back on my Facebook profile page and look for it. So that's kind of cool. And you can see what people like the most, what they like the least, what they're sharing. So you can do more of that. They show it to you for the past 30 days. And then you can go back to your content page where you'll see all your content and your settings. If you're going to have team members, you can actually have people able to access this for you. Stuff like that. If you want to empty stuff out, remove stuff. So if I wanted to remove, see, let's do this. If I wanted to remove a group, I can go to settings, remove. I'm sure to remove it. And that one would be gone. And we also want to, I'll show you guys that again because I want to remove this one. So that one is gone. And while I'm at it, I can remove another one. So anyway, you'll see that you can remove these things. I don't have Twitter or anything else set up again. You can go to the accounts and you can put in your LinkedIn, your page. Now I have my Facebook page on here, but I highly suggest if you have a Facebook like page that you do not schedule posts through Buffer onto your like page, okay? Because I would try to do that through Facebook pages. Facebook has their own app called Pages. They like that better. They like if you use their app better and they'll get your stuff on the newsfeed more. If you post from an outside app onto a like page, they don't tend to give you as much love. So that's just a tip. So I want to show you guys, like if I were to open up my 10-day nutrition group that I'm doing right now, you're going to see that I came in here during business hours one day and just took my template and opened up my template. Here's my template for the 7-day healthy party post, healthy holiday party post. And I actually was putting this in my accountability group. So let's go to my accountability group. Now my accountability group has all the template. I had created the template and I shared this with you guys so you have it as well. And then I went and I would just copy paste pretty much. Let's see. I'll just take this one and I'll just do an example. So I copy paste. You guys probably saw this one already if you're in one of my groups. Now I went into my content. I made sure it was selected for that. None of these are turned on. It's just this one. I hit my paste. I paste it in. And I think I called that cheese tree. Let's see what, nope, it wasn't called cheese tree. Oh, wine and cheese tree. Okay, there it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit schedule post, share now, or share next. Share next means if you hit add to the queue, you just hit add to your queue, then it's not going to post unless you have a schedule set up. Okay? Add to queue means it's going to post your next time that you have scheduled on these days. So you have to go in here and actually select what time you want these things to be posted on. Same as the content, you got to turn them on and turn them off. So if you want Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you want to have a post go up every day at noon, then you'd want to set that. And then every day during your business hours, you're going to go into your groups. Like right now, I have my accountability group selected. Okay, so once you select the group, then it opens up your middle page here, and each one you can access the content, the analytics, the schedule, and the settings. So it doesn't set it for the whole thing. You have to select one for each group. Okay. Now, if you want it to all be the same, you can make them all the same, but that's what's awesome is that you can have these all going at different times. So if I'm doing a training course with my team or a challenge group, and I know I want to post every day in my Muscles for Christmas at 10 o'clock, and I also want to post again in the evening, I can set 2 times, and I can go in and I want to do it every day. These are the 2 times I want to post, at 10:38 a.m. and at 4:10 p.m. And then what I have to do then is make sure in my content that I have content here. And if I hit add to queue, this would be that stuff in the content. Now, like I showed you guys, I hit schedule post and I do it. I select a time in a day, and you can do it that way too. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. I don't think it's saved actually, because I didn't do anything with it. Okay, so that is my tutorial on Buffer. There is a whole nother app that you can do this on. The app is pretty much the same principle, just looking at it a little bit differently, but you still select and have all the same options on the app. You just select which account you're going to use, and then you're going to hit your content. You can type it in. You can also add a picture. So if you have pictures on your phone, I really love doing it on the phone as well. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. But hopefully, I want you to get on here and schedule out a couple posts and play around with it. This will totally help you save time and not feel like you have to be at the computer all the time. But thanks, guys.